based on our target areas. And so you might have a program that you can go to an elementary school for a bunch of kindergartners as one component of it, all prepared for you. Something else where you might want to go to the business associations and do something kind of at a different levels. And there'll be another level where you can go through just residents at public hearings or informational. So I mean, it's something that's really geared towards all the facets of the residents in the business community.
Thank you.
Monica?
John, what happens if the group does not get the DNR grant?
The group does not get the DNR grant, and we're just responsible for paying the entire $1,050. If we do get the DNR grant, then it'll pay around $700 of that, and they're getting the program for $300, which is a really good deal with that. It's kind of good that all the communities that are required for the MS4 permit are working together and part of it, and that it is a DNR grant, and we do have representatives from the DNR and the EPA are sitting on our board also. So I would think that we would rank very favorable in getting the grant. I can't really speak until the process is gone through.
Thank you.
Mike?
John, just for information, do you remember what it cost us to put those little DVDs out on the clean water? That information will be there.
I'm not really sure what the cost of it was. I mean, I'm sure that the cost of reproduction is probably around $1 or so, and but it's the actual production of everything else that kind of moves forward with it. And so I guess I would have to consult with the IT department on what the actual charge was, but we used all our resources in-house to develop that.
That's not the important part. I was just curious what the cost was. Can we expect to see some of those types of things that can be shared and passed around, those DVDs?
Sure, without a doubt. I mean, we plan on using a lot of different sources of media once this is out. And so we'll have information that we can provide on our website, information that we can provide on Channel 25, information we can print out, PowerPoint presentations, etc.
Okay, so it's not just printed matter.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Mike?
Is this in any way tied to the clean water utility that we have? Could it be tied to it?
Be a funding source for this will be component of the clean water utility. There was an educational component of it, and so that part of it, which makes up our $3 ERU, will be funding that component of it, public education. And so we were budgeted a couple $1,000 to do public education. This is just one way that we can probably produce something a lot nicer for a little bit less money than what we would have if we would have done everything in-house ourselves.
Will there be a lot of community and volunteer involvement in this project? Start cleaning up of the river areas and
it's definitely our goal of this, that we can go through, and like I said earlier, I mean, kind of teach people the importance of the clean water. I guess, for example, Earth Day is coming up in a couple of weeks, and the village is going to be working at Pleasant Prairie Elementary School, doing some presentation over there to the young kids. We'll be at St. Therese doing some educational sessions there, and at Gateway Technical College for some of the business community. And so it's really our goal to go through and really provide a resource for people to gain information. And we can also go through and develop programs as developing rain gardens and different things like that. And so it's definitely our goal to provide a lot of public participation in our projects, which are developed as a part of this program.
other comments or questions?
Yeah, we're not to St. Therese, but should we go into Prairie Lane? Rather than St. Therese? St. Therese is in the city.
Right. But it's right on the border of Pleasant Prairie, and we do have a good relationship with them.
Oh, yeah.
With them right there.
I would question that. When I was
So
thinking
we were
about that.
invited to go and talk to some of the kindergartners for an hour, so I told them I'll go and I'll do a presentation to them for that. We have contacted all the elementary schools, and whichever schools choose to participate with us, I mean, we're definitely more than willing to go through and help them out. You know, and it's our goal to educate all the kids, because it seems like the kids are really the watchdogs of the parents sometimes. You know, once they learn this, the newer techniques that are out there for preserving our waterways.
Clyde?
Motion to approve.
Okay, thank you. Motion by Clyde, second by Monica. Is that right? Second by Mike, I'm sorry. First time.
Yeah, I will contact Perlane and Whittier to see if we can get the product. Yeah. Thank you.
I know that on Earth Day alone, a lot of the schools have worked with us and done projects out at the park in different areas. We've had good participation that way, and I think this is going to foster the same participation among the schools. So it's a good project, and like you said, the kids are kind of the watchdogs of the parents. And when it came to recycling, the kids were probably the ones that actually showed the parents how to actually really get the benefit from the recycling program. Seeing no further discussion, we have a motion and a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So carries. That brings us to item G, and that's considered the award of contract with the Pleasant Prairie Dispatch Renovation Project. Dave, do you have that? And if you did, you do not.
I guess so. Hopefully I can answer questions. Again, Assistant Chief Dave Mogensen, 8600 Green Bay Road. You want me to just go into give you a summary of what the overall project? We put this in the 2008 budget at a cost of $53,770. What we had done is we had partners in design come through the dispatch center, take the measurements, look over what they thought needed done. And based on that, they submitted plans to Riley Construction for a price estimate. And they came back with that price, and that is the price that we used for the budget proposal. After that was approved, we started getting deeper into the project, actually had more meetings with the contractor. We also met with Becker Electric, and partners in design actually had an engineer come out to make sure everything was sufficient for the remodel project, the electrical, the HVAC and all that. And come to find out that it needed more of an upgrade than was originally proposed or than was included in the cost suggested by Riley Construction. The biggest factors were first of all, the architectural fees. We did not know that those were not included in the price. Also, during the planning with the architects, several meetings, we discussed how we were going to have the dispatch workstations, where the dispatchers actually sit, and the best way to accommodate equipment, dispatchers, their comfort, the efficiency of the overall space. And what we came up with and agreed upon was that custom furniture, which is actually designed for dispatch centers, was the best way to go, and there was a couple of reasons for that. The equipment is modular for one thing, so you can get it to fit any space you need. It's customized for that. It's also built with a core in the back of the unit that houses all the electrical wiring, all the Cat 6 now for computers. It's a very efficient way of cabling the system, because right now all the cables, all the power cords, all the wiring is exposed in the situation we have right now. And this will enable us to properly wire the room. It will look nice. It will, computer systems will be properly ventilated. They will not be sitting on a carpeted floor. They will not be sitting on a shelf. They will be in compartments, proper ventilation, proper wiring. Besides that, the units are modular and reusable. So if we relocate them again, we can reuse